Moving on to the Dallas Cowboys heading to the Carolina Panthers. Dallas is going to be minus 170 on the money line. Carolina plus 145 on the money line. Dallas 3-point favorites. The over-under is 49.5. Really drawing a line in the sand there with that 49.5. Look, the first thing I put down here on my list, or on my notes, I should say, I can't quit Carolina. I talked in the first part of the show. Everyone else wants maybe to hear me talk about the Chiefs or the Eagles or this or that, and here I come. No, let me talk to you a little bit about the Carolina Panthers. But I don't know. I really like Tet McMillan. Rico Dowdle, I think his numbers were inflated going up against a really bad Miami defense, but Rico Dowdle is a very good running back. And I think Bryce Young is putting the pieces together that are going to be able to make him a serviceable quarterback. I don't think he's going to be what they expected in the number one spot, but you know what? If you could turn him into a serviceable quarterback, I really like that. But look, at the end of the day, you do have a Rico Dowdle. This is also a revenge game for him. And it's a very, very bad Dallas defense. Give me the over 49.5 here. I really do think we are going to see some points. Again, I think Carolina might be slow starts here and there, but Bryce Young, he's getting more confident in the pocket. And I think if they can get the run game established, it really helps him out. And obviously, look, Dallas, whether it's CeeDee Lamb or George Pickens or who else, they're going to put up their points, period, especially against a not great Carolina defense. So I really like the over under here, or the over on the 49.5. And look, it's just a question of whether I'm going to buy a point or a half a point. It's just a question of where. And I think by my first comment, you probably already know I'm going to buy a half a point and take Carolina plus 3.5. I could see Brandon Aubrey kicking a 80-yard field goal or whatever, making it look easy. But we're still winners at the end. So give me Carolina plus 3.5. Definitely a little more confident in the over 49.5. Raider Jim, your thoughts? Dallas at Carolina.
Somebody likes the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. They get the Jets and Carolina back to back. How do you like that? Here's what I'm seeing out of Dallas. They did get the blowout against Chicago, but then they came back and they played tough, and they played a silly tie game against Green Bay, a game that they should have lost, a game that they shouldn't have been in, but boy, they hung tough and they walked away with a tie. Not the best results. And I remember it was a sloppy game at the end. Still, they got the tie. Then they came back. They took care of business against the Jets last week. Gave up 22 to the Jets, though, which is kind of concerning. But Carolina, I think Carolina is going to just be stuck. They're I get it. They're 2-3, so they're not the worst, but they're not the best, and they're inconsistent. And I think Dallas will bring just enough on the defensive side, build on what they did against the Jets. Sometimes you take the pro fighter and he gets back after an injury, and what do? They bring in this journeyman that's, his record is 20 wins and 22 defeats, and go fight the champ and see what happens. So you get these games and it builds up the confidence. Dallas is going to build on what they did against the Jets last week. I'm taking the half point, but I'm going to go the other direction. I'm taking Dallas minus 2.5, but I'm with you. I think we're going to see points because Dallas is good for 40, probably 38. Yeah. At the worst, they're going to get 38.
Yeah, it's you're probably right on the point spread side of it. I don't know. Hopefully this is the rock bottom I need to quit Carolina, because I do believe I have a Carolina problem. I don't know why either. I've no real reason other than just for the past few weeks I've been like, yeah, keep riding them, and I'm looking around going, why am I doing this?